Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures. It's Monday, which means it's time for our weekly painting progress. So before you see Percival Sparklechild's latest, another of one-page rules robot lords. I believe that's what they were called. These are their snake robots. And I'm assuming that these are going to be like proxy, what are they, wraiths? I don't remember my proper Necron units. I don't know, to me it almost looks like a Ravager. Ravager? The Tyranid things? It's nice. It matches up with his other robots. Not too big, not too small. Speaking of other things not too big and small, we have a random Cyberforge, which is part of Titan Forge's Patreons. They're sci-fi cybertech dudes. I believe this guy was part of a Starship crew. I don't know. I've printed so many random figures from them, and I don't think I've shown much or like ever had any actual focus on their figures. So I'm going to try to fix that. I've got a pile that I need to work my way through. And a school starts to wind down. Only have a few more weeks. I figure I'll actually have time to sit down, organize, and prep all that stuff. So that'll be nice. Besides them, and I cannot recall if we actually posted a video on these guys or not. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, and maybe I'll just have to do it this week if that is not the case. We've both been working on a ton of Bestiarum stuff. So Percival was going all in on the Cultists that they've got. I believe this is the Prophet. Really nice job. There was a skirmish rule set that looked very Morkborg influenced. And I'm thinking we're going to need to play that with some of these things. This is another of the Cultists, and I love just how shiny and drenched his face is. It's dripping all over the base. This is the Zealot. This guy's nuts. He bathes in the blood of his victims. Whatever you use the technical paint for it. Put a comment, Percival. Let me know. I'm curious how you got that look. My dad also got in on some action. He was busy doing some camo colors on some Albino Raven figures that he enjoys. Now, these aren't Albino Raven heads. These are from Irregular Miniatures, I believe. But he wanted to do some more jungly camo type. And the faces are intentional, very much in the vein of old metal toy soldier Britons. In fact, I think the heads are metal. I don't know why this guy reminds me of a Tintin character. I think it's the way the face looks. These are also blown up considerably compared to the actual regular scale stuff, which I believe we've shown off before. I don't know if I've ever painted any of their regular ones. I know I've painted a few of their, what were they called? Dudes that look like Wolfenstein guys, but there was a game on the PlayStation. Hell's Foct or something like that. I don't remember what it was called. Some first-person shooter. Anyway, I digress. So, I've been out of capacity this week. I got knocked with something from my students, got me super sick with a fever and everything. And yeah, I've had my second dose of vaccinations, but that doesn't mean it still didn't kick my butt. So I've been trying to recover from that. So I didn't get a whole lot painted, unfortunately. What I did was pretty much finish stuff that was like 99% done anyways. So like this not fire dragon from Gamek. The silvers came out way too washed out and probably need to be retouched. I've never painted one. I always liked them. He's also really big. I don't know if they're supposed to be that big. You might want to keep that in mind if you're going to actually print some up. I'm looking for my Space Marine. I don't think they're supposed to be taller than a Primaris. So yeah, you probably want to shrink them down a little bit. A random, very random, Legends of the Five Rings, Clan Wars, I want to say it was a Miyamoto House Guard. I don't know. Just randomly throwing paint on him. We got... I don't even know what this guy's supposed to be now. I think he's like a priest from Bushido for the Minamoto clan. I think I have every member done at this point. So that's a good thing. Now I can't say the same about the Wolf Clan or whatever they were called. I still have the dogs and 2 of them to finish up. An Oathmark Skeleton. Very simple. Just wanted to try getting one painted. And to accompany him, a Wargames Atlantic Skeleton. And having them both based, I can see there is a bit of difference in size. To me, he feels a little bit more fragile, where, I don't know, the Wargames Atlantic Skeleton feels more robust and safe, and I can manhandle it and, actually game with it and knock it around and hopefully not have it break. I'm sure I will, but, I could always hope. Besides them, let's see what else we've got. Well, this sucked. This is probably the longest standing unfinished model on my table. It is the Necromancer from Kingdom Death. And I swear I did paint her eyes, and look what happened. Can't even see them now. I'm going to have to go back and fix that. Plus, I don't like those weird white splotches from the matte sealer. Everything else came out okay. She's sat half finished since I probably got her. This is a first run, too. It was a while ago. I know they made a limited collector's alternate variant version of her where she's wearing even less clothing. And I think that was like the second run one. I'm not sure. We got one of the Cobramode Ashigaru Hanzaki. The little salamander dudes. I probably need to go back and touch it. I was going to write the kanji for muscle on there, but I didn't get around to it. I probably need to dot his eyes better as well, so there's just not straight black. Not very exciting. I like these guys, though. We've painted quite a few at this point. I mean, I've got probably enough to fill an entire warband. There's just 3 of them ready to go. They're all different colors, too. We need a Shogun one. The Shogun of Harlem. I wonder what's the last dragon again. Anyway, and let's see what else. Okay, this one took like very minimal effort, but we painted up the fossil golem. And I'm thinking my issue is with the head getting that like pancake out. Maybe it's the base layers. Maybe I should set that lower so it doesn't do that and I can just connect it. Obviously, I probably have to leave everything non-Rocket Pig games off of the plate in order to do that. I tried to throw a lot of browns and whites in there in various bone colors. Some came out better than others. It's big, though. And again, most Rocket Pig games models seem to be pretty big. But that's not the biggest thing we painted this week. Oh, no, sir. I've been working steadily on getting this thing finished, but I got the Outworld Thrall from Archvillain done. And unfortunately, after I sealed it, you can't see a lot of the details in his flesh, which kind of bugs me. I swear I really, truly did try to highlight in and get all those little details in there. But you can see here, he is crap as I break everything. Number 1, he's heavy. Number 2, he goes in like every direction possible. So first things first, if you are interested in painting one of these, may I highly, strongly, and adamantly suggest to you, don't glue everything together first. That would not be wise. And what did I do? Glue every single thing together anyways. Yeah, it made for some fun trying to get the brushes in there, and I think I cleared every little crack and crevice. Maybe there's like a tiny little spot here and there, but I think for the most part, unless you're really looking for it, he's pretty much finished. He's just absolutely massive. Of course, after sealing him, he looks a lot more reddish than I had thought. He was very magenta and purple at first, and despite having all kinds of print failures, like his gnarled up face and his messed up horn, I think it came out okay. I might go back and touch up those tentacle suckers, maybe put a little bit of white or an off-white on there to differentiate them a little bit. You can't really see. I tried to use some rusty stuff on the various bits of armor on him, but they didn't really seem to come through, unfortunately. But he's done, and hopefully I should have the next big, massive monster finished in the next week or two. My hope is that I can actually start plowing my way through a lot of the smaller stuff and save the big, massive pieces like this for the summer when I actually have time to sit down and focus on this. So, it's been a very draining week, and this coming week is even crazier with Mother's Day, and my kids are like doing a million different things have going on, so it'll be fun. Will I get stuff painted? Probably. I actually have a couple more Kingdom Death models that are almost done, and yeah, I did follow your guys' suggestion and went ahead and emailed the Dark Mediator. Of course, I already primed up Astri, but that's okay. Dude, speaking of Kingdom Death stuff, I'm like, since I have a captive audience, anybody who has any clue as to where these two little pieces go on the Pond Scum armor. There's one. I mean, they're little. Where did the other one go? Crap. Please be there still. There it is. These two tiny little pieces. I have absolutely no idea where they're supposed to go. I've tried. This is the last thing I need in order to finish the video for the Pinups of Death. What is it, box 5? I don't even know at this point. There's so many. I've got them all over the place too. It's just like I want to be free, and I have this all piling up as I'm just like, I'll take care of it when school gets out. So I'm just, yeah, almost there. Almost there. The light is at the end of the tunnel. I'm gonna make it. Gonna make it. So yeah. Hopefully all of you are doing better than me at the moment. Hopefully everybody out there is staying safe and staying busy and getting stuff painted. And hopefully I'll be doing the same. As always, we'll have links down below if you guys want to check any of this stuff out yourself. And we'll have a link to our Patreon page where you can directly influence not only the channel, but help decide how we get some of this stuff painted. We'll put a link down there below. And I was going to put some giant irresponsible monster link up there. I just have not gotten to it, guys. Like I said, I got sick and just zonked. We'll try to get to it this week. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.